Hello, yes. Hello everybody. Today my name is Ray. I'm gonna tell you guys how to formulate a quadratic equation to solve a problem of quadratic equation or a quadratic function. But let's first learn the quadratic formula. There are two types of quadratic formula, if I am not wrong, which I am strongly believe I am not wrong. Now, depend on the question, you can use the equation. Let's say the question is x squared plus alright plus 6x plus 8 equals to 0. I say the quadratic equation is like this. Well, thankfully we can use the simple way. This we call fraction. Factorized. Remember, we can use the factorization, which, well, you see what you do, since, well, if you know, in quadratic equation is the base is gonna be a plus b, no, a squared, my bad, plus b plus c equals to 0. Now, in this equation that over here, x is a, 6 is b, and 8 is c. Now what we're gonna do is, in the factorization, we're gonna take the c. Okay, so c, 8, or 8, what times what equals to 8, but take those two numbers equals to 6, which, well, I think it's gonna be 4 and 2. 4 times 2 is 8, and 4 times 2 is 8, and 4 plus 2 is 6. So we're gonna put, it can be the other way around, but I'm just gonna do it another way around so that I like it that way. So 2 plus 4, there you go. 2, 4. 2 plus 2 times 4 is 8, and 2 plus 4 is 6. Now we're gonna rewrite it, which becomes x squared plus 2x plus 4x plus 8 equals to 0. Now it's like this. It's gonna be easy. You divide it by, like, like the sum part. Yeah, we divide it by 2. So this and this, this and this. And I'm gonna do it. So it's like this. So x squared become x plus 2. We're trying to make like this again, but on the other side. How do we do it? We divide it by Now we're trying to make this again, but on the other side. How? We divide it by, well, in this one is 4 to make this x. So it becomes 4x plus 2 equals to 0. But we don't need that for now. Okay, now we got this. What we will do with this, you see, like, this thing are the same. In other words, this is also equals to x plus 4 x plus 2. So you know, like this and this, because these are the same, so just write it like this. There you go. Now you already got the answer. Either x equals to -4 or x equals to -2. This is the factorization, the easy way. But like I said, if it can be factorized, but some of the time none of them can be factorized. Let me give you an example that the one that you cannot factorize, which is I found the question is, there you go. It's gonna be x squared minus 7x minus 3 equals to 0. You cannot factorize this. Like, come on. What times what equals to 3, and then combine those numbers becomes -7. No, doesn't work. So we cannot use the factorized. Now, what we use the quadratic formula. Do you guys know what the quadratic formula is? I'm going to tell you right now. The quadratic formula is quite long. I understand if you guys don't remember it in the first try, but once you get the hang of it, do so much equation, you will memorize, like what I do. So -b plus minus factor b squared minus 4 times a times c divided by 2 times a. There you go. Now, like I told you before, the simple base of the quadratic equation is a squared plus b plus c equals 0. In this equation, the a is x, the b is 7, well no, negative 7, don't forget about that, and the c is negative 3. Now I'm just gonna put this number in here, which equals to, well, negative 7 equals to negative b, and it's gonna be 7 plus minus negative 7 squared minus 4 times a to x, and just say a equals to 1, so equals to 1, no, so negative 7 squared minus 4 times 1 times negative 3 divided by 2 times, well, this is just 2. Now I'm just gonna count them, but if you guys don't know why there's plus minus here, later gonna make sense. Let's just do the things in the roots here. Yeah, I'm just gonna count them first. Easy as that, right? So this becomes this time negative 7 squared, which equals to 49. Negative 4 times 1, negative 4, negative 4 times negative 3, plus 12. So it's gonna be plus 12 divided by 2, which also equals to 7 plus minus 61 divided by 2. I don't bring 61 already did the calculation before I record, which was equals to 7.81. Just like which equals to again 7.81 for 2. This is like the answer for like a root 61. Now we're not done yet. Now is where the plus minus takes place. Now remember in the first one, in the fraction, we found like 2 x's. Yeah, there's also 2 x's here. So using this thing, we can find 2 of the x. So x equals to, then plus minus, we're gonna do the plus first. So x equals to 7 plus 7.81 divided by 2, which equals to 14. So it equals to 14.81 divided by 2, which also equals to 7.45, or x also equals to 7 minus 7.81 equals to negative 0.81 divided by 2 equals to negative 0.45. Either x equals to this or x equals to this. That's the way of the quadratic formula. That's the way. Now, this is the quadratic formula. What I was assigned to is to teach you the quadratic equation and the quadratic function. The function is a very different. You have nothing to do with this. It's very, very different. I'm just gonna erase all of them. Don't mind me. Alright. Now, the quadratic function is usually, well, not usually, most of the time, well, not most of the time, or must, well, not usually, literally use like a diagram. So let's draw it first. I guess like to draw a simple diagram like this, and then you can write the curve, the U curve. Meow. There you go. That's it. Usually, most of the time it looks like this, or not the opposite, like the curve is on the top, bottom. Doesn't matter. But well, it doesn't matter. But I'm just gonna use this one first. Now, let's try to do a quadratic function, a simple one that I found on the book. So that's okay. The picture is like this. The question is, oh my God. Look, I'm gonna write down the variable first before I'm gonna give you the question. Now the question is, in the figure, the curve the curve y equals to x squared plus 3x minus 10 cuts to the x-axis of A and x-axis of B, and also cuts to the x-axis of C. Now that's the story of the question. Now the question is, what we're supposed to do is find A, B, C. How do we do that? Well, simple. Let's just pretend the y is 0. In other words, you can also say x squared plus 3x minus 10 equals to 0. I can just pretend the x is 0. We use the quadratic formula. Well, thankfully we can factorize this one. So we're just going to use the factorization. So negative 10, what, 3, maybe like 5, negative 2, so x squared plus, minus 2x plus 5x plus 5x minus 10 equals to 0. X 2 5x minus 2 plus 5x minus 2. So we already found it using the quadratic function. Yeah, I think you guys already get it. So you already got this. So remember, there's two x, A and B. So we already got it. So either x, now we don't need to do that. So yeah, x equals to negative 5 or x equals to 2. Now we're gonna make this into like a coordinates. So negative 5, since this is x, we're just gonna do is negative 5, 0. Like I said, imagine the y is 0, so we just put 0 here. And we make it a coordinate. So it says x is 2, that means 2.0. You got it. Easy as that. I think from this one, you just already can see from the picture which one is negative 5. Of course, is A, because one is in the negative, and the B is negative 2. I'm just gonna write that. No, not negative 2. I mean, the B is 2. So I'm just gonna write that so you can see it. I got. Now, we already got B and A, A and B. Now we're gonna find C. C, well, like similar to the previous one, since the previous one we like pretend the y is 0. This time pretend the x is 0. Well, using the same equation, let's pretend the x is 0. That means since y equals to like 0 squared, that means 0 plus 3x, which like x is 0, so 3 times 0 is 0 minus 10. So y is equals to negative 10. And like say x is 0, so that means make this in the coordinate 0.10. That's for y. And there you go. That's how to do the quadratic equation, the formula, and the quadratic function. Thank you for watching and listening to my presentation or my teaching. It's getting a little bit late now. Thank you. Bye bye. See you again.